Hi, I'm Davir, and today we have a new episode in the art review series. And today we'll be checking out the work of Mitsuki 3S Kier, or we'll try translating this. So apparently, my translator app or extension is not working for this specific. We'll just call this artist Mitsuki. So don't worry, guys. It's gonna be safe. Although it's bordering on fun, it's gonna be safe. So I do recommend. There's nothing to be worried about here. Just check out their page, and you will find it's gonna be mostly safe. Although they are bordering on just thirst traps. So yeah, I just found this artist recently. I do like the work, obviously. Not just the style, but the the content is top tier. The rendering is great. It's basically an all around artist, which I just admire. And what's so cool is you still see sort of the painterly aspects in some areas, right? And if you look at the proportions, are they that accurate? They do exaggerate a lot of things, and that's kind of the thing that sometimes I just forget. Like I feel like I always need to be right when I'm drawing something or illustrating something, but you can always like just push things, exaggerate things, even if the perspective or proportions are kind of off. If it's mostly okay, if it makes sense, it just makes sense, right? Oh my god. I do see a lot of round brush use, so I don't see a lot of like texture brushes being used. I don't see a lot of like brush variety. Is this what's Blue Archive? Because I do see some of those like things on the top of their head. I think it's from Blue Archive or something, or at the very least from some kind of game. I do like how their torsos, like I see very thick thighs, and their torso are a bit like short, kind of like stubby, but like built, and very like the shapes are kind of nice too. I don't even know how to describe this kind of artwork, but it just looks great. Yeah, look at this one, very very cute. You do see a little bit of line work, although I hardly even see like some line weight variety. It's almost like a basic round brush with no pen pressure sensitivity at all, right? They are very careful with the way they paint like the body or skin, and even the face. It's so clean. And for like the cheeks, it's I do see some like soft like gradients being used. I'm assuming it's like a soft brush being used. And for the hair, they do spend a lot of time rendering out like each chunk of hair. This one's one of my favorites. So she does have that stuffed toy thing. So I'm assuming that's like the guy she likes, maybe her workmate or something. Just basing it off of. Wait, I do see again sort of angel halo thing on the top of her head. On the top of her head. Is this from a game? I don't even know anymore. But very nicely rendered. Again, you can still see in some parts they're using like really just basic brushes. It's sort of a mix between a hard round brush and maybe a soft brush, or a blending brush maybe. But what's very apparent is the sort of back and forth between hard edges and soft edges. And they still leave in some of the line work. For example, in this part of the knee over here, right? You can see the line. It hardly has pen pressure. It's like a basic, very small. They do make the line work very small. It's very like it doesn't taper or thin out the lines. I mean, they're a bit basic in that sense, but you do hardly see them as you like zoom out, because the rendering does take over eventually. Ugh, Jesus, like how do you do this kind of thing? It's so fun too. So here we have again with the halo things. Oh, we have some like nice feet there. Look at that. So we have some Coca-Cola, right? So for some of their work, they do paint in the backgrounds as well. Right. So this one looks more like a nurse or something. Oh, I do like how the fat was rendered. You know how you like bend down and the fat kind of rolls kind of happen? Which I do see a lot more. It's a bit common in more like anime art. Like they're not afraid to render like the fat folds, because in a way it's starting to become its own like fetish, in a way. But in a way it's a good thing, because it's a bit more Even though you have like a very stylized character, there's a bit of like a realism happening there. And it just actually shows the appeal of the female physique, and not always like making it so like thin waist and everything. Look at this one. Oh, it's or borderlining here. It's just we're at the edge of life again with the halo things. Look at how very loose or sketchy, but you do get where the hand position is, roughly speaking, right? They're kind of doing the whole heart thing. It looks like it, you know. Anyway, again, the rendering. Do you see any textures being used here? I don't think so. I do see some smaller brushstrokes for like the blush thing happening in the, in below the eyes, I guess, or in the cheeks. But yeah, these look so fun to do. So I'm guessing line work first with this very small. Look at how you can hardly even see those sketches, right? It's a very small sort of line, and then they spend the bulk of their time just rendering the, well, everything. I think we've seen this guy. We do see again that Halo thing. I don't even know where these people are from. Maybe this is an OC or fan art. Who knows? Again, I do like that sort of underlighting. There's a lot more saturation in like the bottom parts. It does make the character a bit more alive because I do notice for most of the painting, it's a bit grayish. It's a bit desaturated. So when the moment they do add that sort of underlighting or reflected lighting, maybe is the proper term, they do add a bit of that saturation, kind of like an artist I reviewed at the 1225, or the artist I reviewed recently, No Hing Please something. But I do like it. Again, look at how the clothing here for the what is it called, like a sweater, right? Do you see any major, like a very unique sort of brush shape? I just see like a basic round brush. Like you can do full illustrations and fun illustrations with just the basics. Very kawaii. Kawaii. Here we have like an angel, again with the halo thing. Justice over here. I also like the gloves. I've seen stuff like this where the glove is not all the way to the wrist. It's sort of halfway in the hand or in the palm. It does look kind of cool. So yeah, I like the way the gloves were rendered. I'm kind of ignoring the main thing here, but you get my drift. So we have a guy sort of patching up her injured leg. She's kind of screaming here a little bit. I love this artist, right? And look at the background. It looks like a very basic painting, but it doesn't really matter, right? Like you don't have to render every single thing in your piece. For as long as you got the idea out. For example, when I look at stuff like this, I'm actually enjoying looking at it. It just seems so fun. And like look at how like short this character is, how kind of stubby and sort of constrained height-wise. Or maybe this art character is just, short. But it's just like you can bend the rules. You still have to maintain and be within certain constructs, but you don't have to be as tight. We're kind of seeing a little bit of her. That skirt is a bit too small, but so we're seeing her from below. Guys, do you see any brush variety here? I don't think so. Lots of soft sort of gradients happening here. I do think it's a mixture of soft brushes and like blur tools being used. It's very interesting being able to learn how to do like soft forms. In this case, it's usually going to be like flesh, right? Body parts, skin. You don't really tend to see this as much for like the face, because for when you're doing like anime types of faces, you do have to keep it a bit more simple. Like most of the rendering of the face usually happens in the eyes as well. But look at how you can get like how tight the belt thingies are. These contraption things for like the ammo sort of cartridges or something, packs, and how the fat is kind of like seeping through those buckles or straps. Very interesting. Reminds me of another artist named, I forgot, Kyo. Like they have a YouTube channel. Maybe I'll do an art review of their work as well. But kind of they do the same thing where it's very highly rendered. Although for this artist, for Mitsuki 3S, I've noticed they don't go all the way. They will just render obviously their favorite parts. It's gonna be the face, this thing over here, the torso area, and maybe a little bit of the legs, but everywhere else, especially the background, they just sort of just let go a bit. Even the folds here for the her dress shirt, it's a bit not in the same level of like finish as say the body, you know, or even her like her swimsuit over here. Ugh, look at that, right? Very fun. Jesus, it's just popping, right? Oh, it's the rat. Oh, I thought it was the rat sort of character. Is it? I don't even know. From like Zen Zero something. Oh, we do see some dogs here. Holy, I've seen this character so many times though. I think it is from a game, Blue Archive maybe. And when it comes to the fan art, I've always seen them in like a bunny suit. Maybe it's part of the game, or is it like a more of like a culture thing at this point? The bunny ears are a good touch. I don't see the halo, but I do think it's a Blue Archive character. Look at this. Gamer. Kind of hot. Even though it's like not fully finished, it's like it stands on its own, you know? Oh, I do like the knees on this one. Look at how they were able to... I always have trouble drawing legs from this position. Like it's the knees are kind of coming at you, right? It's easy to draw them from the side, but when they're kind of facing you in this position, it looks really good and it looks so convincing too. Like knowing where the fat is supposed to like how it's squished when the calves meet the bottom part of the thigh or the hamstring. Pretty cool. I like it. So here we have someone munching on a sandwich. It looks like a Subway. So this is a sample, lots of skin. But again, it's very, you know, it's still safe. It's still safe. I just feel so inspired. Just well, I feel so many things, you know, looking at these sort of artworks, but it's just fun. So if you're having a bad day, guys, just check out this artist, Mitsuki3S _ KIR or Kier. Oh, that's it. Oh, so I guess you do see a little bit of that development because over time, their artwork does get a bit more refined. It does get better. I do see they're more close to the character. Like they're not as zoomed out, kind of like this. As you go or see their more recent work, they do like to zoom in more and really fill up like the canvas, right? And they also tend to work on the background even more, right? So that's it for this art review of Mitsuki3S. I really enjoy their work and I do hope you enjoy their work too. So I'm really glad I found this artist and hopefully you find them awesome as well. So I will see you in the next art review. Bye.